Hello, everyone, and welcome to the NBA Player Prop Show for Wednesday, St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 2021. A little bit early today on the stream. Had something that came up, had to move the stream back a little bit. Sorry for the late notice. I got some props today that we're going to talk about, and then we will get into questions. Basically, what happened today is I was planning all morning doing March Madness stuff, doing my Cinderella teams video. You can check that out on my YouTube channel. And then basically got caught up. Something came up, had to move the stream back a little bit. So I only have two prop bets that I want to talk about today. But then we'll go into complete questions, and I'll answer questions like normal. First, be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Also, you could follow me on Twitter at sports_Burd. You could follow me on Instagram at sports_Burd. And if you like my NBA player prop content, you could go check out my Patreon in the link in the description below. And now we are going to talk about Monkey Knife Fight before we get started. Monkey Knife Fight is a great place for player prop games. You know, we got March Madness coming up this week. You got the NBA on. You got the MLB coming up in a few weeks. You got PGA tournaments. If you like to play any of these player prop games, you go onto Monkey Knife Fight. You could do a bunch of over/under games, points, rebounds, assists. Combine it from full slates. Combine it to just condense it to just one game. You go into Monkey Knife Fight and you put in the promo code DUDE50. You will get an 100% deposit match up to $50. Promo code DUDE50, link in the description below. Check it out, Monkey Knife Fight. Let's get right into it. Be sure to ask any and all questions, and I will be sure to get to it. And right now, first wanted to start off talking about, we got some questions coming in. Good to see. First, want to talk about Domantas Sabonis over 6.5 assists. This is the gift that keeps on giving lately, and I'm going to keep sticking with it until he screws it up, honestly, or when I feel like it's time to abort mission when they move it up enough. But this is literally like the Jimmy Butler prop or the Draymond Green prop from a while ago at this point. Domantas Sabonis, last few games, look at his assist numbers here. 10, 10, 8, 10, 6, 7, 9, 9. So that is, how many games is that here? That's 8 games. In his last 8 games, he's cleared the 6.5 number 7 times, including the last 4 games. Goes up against a Nets team here. And look, the Nets are without Kyrie tonight as well, without KD, only James Harden. They are 14th in opponent assists per game. So, and they let up a lot of points. So not a particularly tough matchup for Sabonis in terms of assists. And I pretty much just keep expecting Sabonis to keep this up. And just looking here on DraftKings as well with Domantas Sabonis, you could get it at pretty decent value over 6.5 assists as well. Looks like they may have taken it down on DraftKings. Hold on. Let me just move to FanDuel here just to check the line. I just had it up on DraftKings and it looks like it's not there anymore. All right. Yes. So FanDuel actually just moved it up to 7.5, which honestly I'm fine with the way he's been playing as well. That's a plus 118. DraftKings had it at plus money at 6.5, but literally as I switched the screen, it looks like it went away. But if you can get it at 6.5 anywhere, I would be completely down for that. We got some comments coming in as well. Keep the comments coming. Just one more prop I want to talk about before we get right to it. Michael Porter Jr. over 16.5 points. This is another guy who's just been killing the prop game lately. Goes up against the Charlotte Hornets. So the thing about the Hornets is that they're not good on defense. The thing about the Hornets is they let up a ton of threes. Obviously, Porter Jr. shoots a lot of threes. Hornets rank 29th in opponent threes made per game at 15. They also rank 29th in opponent threes attempted per game at 40.4. They rank 15th actually in opponent 3-point percentage per game at 37.2. So just across the board, not good at 3-point defense at all. Now, in terms of opponent points per game, Charlotte ranks at 21st in the NBA at 112.7. So again, this is a good matchup for Michael Porter Jr. Comes in the last few games here. He's hit this over 16.5 points in, I think it is his last 3 or 4 games here. Let me just get the exact numbers up for you. We got last few games. He's gone 20 points. Yeah, for last 4 games. He's gone 20 points, 23, 21, and 24. Also, again, just shoots his 4 to 5 threes a game, sometimes even more. That'll help him a lot tonight, given Charlotte Hornets not being able to defend the three. So those are the two props that I do really like tonight. Domantas Sabonis over 6.5 assists, Michael Porter Jr. over 16.5 points. Want to get to questions a little bit faster today. Like I said, I apologize for the abbreviated video, short timing today. Just had something that came up a little bit last minute. So yeah, just trying to get this in before I have to attend to that matter. And let's take the questions now. So any questions you have, be sure to send it. We'll be sure to answer it. We got a lot of props coming in here in the chat. So first, from Marco, we got Luka Doncic over 2.5 threes. Doncic, let me just get his lines up here. All right, yeah. So Doncic goes up against the LA Clippers. Clippers, obviously we know the Clippers are a good defensive team. There's not particularly a ton of guys that I look at when playing the Clippers and I say, you know what, we should go at this matchup, because honestly, just it's not a great matchup for anybody that plays the Clippers. That being said, with Luka 2.5 threes here, I mean, this is a prop that, again, we were hitting a lot last week, or at least trying to bet on, I should say, because it lost one time. Last few games, so he's had 4 for 11, 3 for 10, 2 for 10 was the time that we bet on him, I'm pretty sure. But then again, he's hit it the last 2 games. And then if you look at the span right before the All-Star break here, 5 threes, 3, 3, 6, 3, 5, 5. So yeah, I like over 2.5 threes a lot for Luka Doncic. Jeff Green over 10.5 points without James Harden. Played really well against the Knicks the other day. I like Jeff Green to go over 10.5. I think it's a good bet as well. What's up, Jokic? Looking at these today. Michael Porter Jr. 15 plus points and Denver to win. Yup, that's what I said. Jokic over 10.5 rebounds. I like that. I think Jokic has a big day here against Charlotte. I mean, this is a pretty ideal matchup for him. Millsap, 2+ assists. Let me just monitor Millsap here, but I mean, 2+ assists is basically nothing. So I should be okay with that. Let me just double check his assist numbers right here. So yeah, the other thing is that the Hornets rank last in the NBA in opponent assists per game at, let me just get this direct number, 28.2 assists per game allowed for Charlotte. That's dead last in the NBA. So pretty much good for anyone over assists against Charlotte. Millsap, in terms of the last 2 games, 2+ assists. He's done it one time, but I think he could do it against Charlotte because of this matchup. Harden, Jokic, Westbrook, all triple-double. All of them have good matchups, and all of them, especially Harden, he's the only guy today. Jokic, as I said, good matchup, should get a ton of assists, ton of rebounds. I like that a lot. Westbrook also has a good matchup, high over-under in that game against the Bucks. Jokic over 35.5 points plus assists. Again, I think Jokic goes for a lot of assists tonight, and Westbrook over 19.5 points assists. Yeah, I like the whole card, honestly, a lot. Jokic over 10.5 rebounds, healed 3 or more assists. Sabonis over 6.5 assists. Yeah. So as I said before, Sabonis I'm in on. Jokic, I agree. I think he has a big night, averaging 11.2 rebounds per game on the season. Goes up against Charlotte here. Last few games has gone 14, 10, 15, 12. So he's hit it in 3 of his last 4 games. Now, if you look at the rebounding for Charlotte here, they rank... Where are we at here with Charlotte rebounds? Middle, okay, bottom of the middle. So they rank 18th in opponent rebounds per game. So yeah, it's a good matchup for him. So I like Jokic. I like Sabonis. Now looking at Healed 3+ assists. We got a absolute shootout tonight. Kings Wizards, highest over under of the year, I believe I've seen 247. That's absolutely beyond hilarious. That's the over under 247. 2 worst defensive teams of the year, 2 teams that push the pace. That's that is what you're going to get. Buddy Hield's gone 3+ assists in the last, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row. I like all 3 of these bets. Caris LeVert, under 4.5 assists. Yeah, he's had 2 in his first 2 games back. I like it as well. I don't know why that assist line keeps staying high. His role may be a little bit different in Indiana. We're really yet to see here. Harden 9+ rebounds. He's going for triple-double tonight. He's the only guy there. I like it a lot. Caris LeVert over 17.5 points. Yeah, the only thing with LeVert is he was only at 2 games back, but he does play his former team. Should be a little bit of motivation there for Caris. averaging 18 points per game on the season. But with the Pacers, again, he's only played 2 games, had that long absence. And in these 2 games, he's had 13 points and 17 points. Goes against the Nets, who aren't good, let up a lot of points. The only thing is, I don't know if I could trust LeVert to go over yet. Just too early into his Pacer career to see, too short of of a time since he's been back. So I would go away from that personally. DiVincenzo over 5.5 rebounds goes up against. Hold on one sec. Goes up against Philly tonight. Hold on one sec. Please. Yeah, it goes up again. Okay, so he goes up against Philly tonight. Just wanted to get the props up there for Philly. Milwaukee, averaging 5.1 rebounds per game on the season. Last few games has hit the over on this 4 straight, 7, 13, 8, and 7 rebounds. Philly, not the easiest matchup for that. That being said, there's no Embiid. And that being said, he's hitting this enough where I'm confident he'll go over 5.5. Is the EuroLeague the second best league in the world? I don't know a lot about leagues around the world, mostly just an NBA guy. That being said, from what I know, yes. All right. Same game parlay. Fire up the same game parlay. Love to see it. Seth Curry, 10 plus. Like it. Simmons, 15 plus. Yes. Tobias, 20 plus. Yes. Middleton, 15 plus. Yes. Giannis, 25 plus. Yes. And 6 assists. He's been on a tear with that lately. Yes. Bucks minus 2.5. I think this should hit. Philly's on a back-to-back. They grinded one out against my Knicks last night. That was pretty brutal to watch from a Knicks standpoint. They pretty much had to lead most of the game and blew it right at the end. But yeah, I like all these. I think it's a good same game parlay. Also, long shot parlay of the day for Jokic and Harden and Westbrook. I assume you mean to get a triple-double. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Joker over points, 26.5 against Charlotte. Again, I think this is a good matchup for him. Let me just check Jokic's points the last few games. This Jokic, one sec. We are 24 hours away from the start of March Madness, the first 4. Love to see it. Going to be a great weekend. Last few games for Jokic, 32, 26, 28, 20, 37, 39 against a Charlotte team that's not good on defense. Yeah, I'm good with that for sure. Luka over 9.5 assists against the Clippers. Clippers are a tough matchup. That being said, we're looking at Doncic averaging 9.3 assists per game. Last few games, he's gone 16, 12, 12, 9. Yeah, so he's hit the last few. The thing is, the Clippers are a tough matchup here. He's probably due for a little bit of regression. I'm not huge on it, despite him hitting the last 3. What do I think of this parlay? Bucks should win. Celtics against the Cavs should win. Nuggets should win. Kings Wizards over 247. Anytime you see an over that high, you gotta do it. 247. Live on the edge. Life's too short to bet the under. All right, I like it. Justin Holiday, 2.5 threes, Sabonis, 11.5 rebounds. Yeah, I like Sabonis tonight a lot. In terms of Justin Holiday, let me just, again, Nets let up a lot of points. I don't see why I would have a problem with this. Last few games, 5 threes, 2 threes, 1 3, 4 2. Not huge on it. I would rather stick to Sabonis, but I don't hate the Justin Holiday. Rozier over 18.5 points against Denver. Let me just check his last few games. Denver's not a great defensive team, at least right now in the regular season. We'll see if they D up once the playoffs start. Rozier, 18.5 is his over-under. He's hit that 3 of his last 5 games. I'm neutral on it. I'm okay with it. Michael Porter Jr., 26.5 points, rebounds, assists. I like that a lot. I really do. I like that a lot. Was wondering if I could get your opinion if these are a good play. Nets minus 3.5, Heat minus 1.5. Heat play the Grizzlies tonight. Yeah, I like the Heat. They're on a tear lately. Thing about the Nets is Kyrie is out, so Harden's gonna have to do it all on his own. Could they win? Yes. Will it be tough? I believe it probably will be tough. So I'd rather stick to the Heat. What are my picks today? I joined late. Yeah, so I got 2 plays today. Domantas Sabonis over 6.5 assists. Michael Porter Jr. over 16.5 points. Jeremy Grant under 2.5 threes. Grant goes up against the Toronto Raptors. So, yeah, I mean, Grant, he's a little bit shaky with the three. But the thing about the Raptors is the Raptors are not a good 3-point. They're not good on 3-point defense. If you look at their team stats here, Toronto ranks 27th in opponent threes made per game. They also rank 27th in opponent three-pointers attempted per game. So if teams are going to jack up more threes against the Raptors, you got to assume that's why the line is where it is at 2.5. Hasn't hit over 2.5 in his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 last 8 games. So that is why the line moved up. Theoretically, he should go under this despite the matchup, but it would worry me a little bit given that it's an easy 3-point matchup. Bam Adebayo over 8.5 rebounds. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why Bam's line would ever be that low, so I would say take advantage of that. Fox, 28 plus points. Beal, 32 plus points. Williams over 7.5 rebounds. So I'm good with Fox and Beal. That's going to be a shootout of a game. Robert Williams, 7 plus rebounds. While I'm just getting Robert Williams' profile up here, be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. If you love March Madness content, if you love, March Madness, check out my videos from this week. We got a video, 7 ways on how to win your March Madness bracket. We got also a bracket preview show with Eric Haslam of HaslamMetrics.com. And we just released a video earlier today, 5 Cinderellas that I like for this tournament. All right, Robert Williams over 7 rebounds. He's cleared the last 2 games. Goes up here against Cleveland, who's not great rebounding, I don't believe. They rank 15th in opponent rebounds. Yeah, I'm okay with that for sure. I went Porter Jr.'s points and rebounds at 24.5. Would you agree this is just as solid as the point? Yep, I like it. Also, I built my bracket based on your video collab with Haslam Metrics. Yeah, man. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I absolutely love doing that. Haslam is the man. LaMelo Ball over 11.5 rebounds plus assists. I like that a lot. I was looking at LaMelo today. Goes up against the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets rank 27th in opponent assists per game at 26.5, so I'm good with that. Parlay, Bucks money line, Golden State money line. Yes. Celtics money line. Yes. Celtics first half, hopefully. Excuse me. And then Golden State first half money line. I think that should be okay. Terry Rozier over 2.5 threes. Goes up against the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets rank at 19th in opponent threes made per game. Now, in terms of Terry Rozier, just checking out Rozier, his last few games here. 1 second. Rozier's last few games, he's gone for 4 threes, 4 threes, 3 threes, 6, 3. I like it. I think it's a good matchup also. Pistons Raptors over 215.5. Yeah, I guess I think it should hit. Tobias over 22.5. Love Tobias, and I like that line as well. Rozier's birthday, he might go off. Maybe. These little nuggets of information, which is where you get the edge. Yeah, I think it's hilarious. Good stuff. Kawhi Leonard over 25.5 points against Dallas. Dallas is not a good defensive team. Dallas ranks at 15th in the NBA in opponent points per game, 111.9. But they've had games where their defense has just been absolutely horrible. They've been kind of bouncing back between 15 and 23 in opponent points per game all year. Now, looking at Kawhi Leonard, last few games, averaging 26.4 on the season. Last few games, Kawhi has gone 22, 23, 28, 22, 25. So he hasn't hit this in 4 of his last 5, but I think he has a big game against Dallas, so I'm okay with it. Porter Jr. over 8 rebounds here against Charlotte. I like it. Rashawn Holmes rebounds over 10.5. So Washington's not a good rebounding team, or points rebounds over 27.5. Let me just go check out Rashawn Holmes. He's been pretty good this year. Rashawn Holmes has been in double-digit rebounds, 11 or more the last 4 games. Also been putting up big points numbers. I honestly like either one. If I had to choose one, then I would probably go with. I would probably go with rebounds instead of points plus rebounds, just because Washington's not as bad as you think defending the paint. They're 14th there. Rebounding, they're all the way down at, I believe it's in the mid-20s. 27th, so low 20s. Yeah, I'd rather go with rebounds. Justin Holiday, 10.5, good with that. Or Brogdon, 25.5 points plus rebounds. So if we had to choose one or the other here, would probably have to go with I'd probably go with Brogdon. Over Holiday. Just more reliable, consistent. Giannis over 28.5. I like it. Kevin Porter Jr. over 17.5 points. No Oladipo. I like it. Will I be growing a March Madness beard? Considering I just shaved the other day, I guess I could start it now. So we'll have to see. It's possible. Look, if my bracket is doing well the first couple of days, first weekend, I may have to do it. FanDuel St. Patty's odds boost is a trap, right? Patrick Williams and Patty Mills to score 10 each. Don't usually trust these guys, but I love the Patrick price. Yeah, I was looking at Pat Williams. Can't rely on him. I think it's a trap. I'm not huge on him. I don't think these. I think that they purposely make it like guys that are a little bit inconsistent, just to make it harder to win. I'm not huge on it. A little bit of a trap. Thomas Satoransky against, I believe, San Antonio, if I'm remembering. San Antonio, yeah. Satoransky over 18.5 points plus assists. Satoransky's a nice backup point guard. Let me look at this right here. Whoops. Satoransky. 13-7, 10-7. Did I miss something with injuries? One sec. Not huge. I'm honestly not huge on this one. Yeah, I'm not huge on Satoransky over the 18.5 points. Points, rebounds, assists. I thought it just said points, assists. Points, rebounds, assists. Yeah, I'm not huge on it either, even with the rebounds in there. Thomas has been starting. Yeah, he got the last 2 starts, but his numbers have been better then. But like, okay, 2 games ago was his first start in a while. 10-7-1. Next start 13-7-3. So he hit it. The matchup is decent against San Antonio. It's not phenomenal. I'm just not huge on it in general. Luka to score more than Paul George. Yeah, that should be a shoo-in. Any more questions before we head off today? We got about 2 more minutes left, and then we are heading off for the day. If you got any more questions after the stream ends, just be sure to tweet at me. Be sure to send me a direct message on Twitter, whatever you want to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, check out Monkey Knife Fight. Promo code DUDE50. You get an 100% match bonus up to $50. The link is in the description below. There's a lot of fun player prop games you could play there. I see a lot of people in here that are trying to parlay all these props. I do it also, but Monkey Knife Fight, I mean, you could literally play games where you're parlaying these props. And if you're coming in here, if you're doing your own research, stuff like that, you have an edge. You could do well on Monkey Knife Fight, and you get this free money by putting in the promo code DUDE50. All right, couple more questions before we head out. Tatum 25.5, Harden 30.5, Westbrook 25.5. I like those tonight. I think all of them have favorable matchups, and I like it. Yeah, I mentioned Giannis over. I like Bam over 16.5 points against Memphis. Let me just check out Bam here. Bam averaging 19.1 points per game. Last couple of games, he has gone 14, 11, 16. So he hasn't hit the last three. I'm not huge on it. Memphis is also decent. They're pretty decent in terms of like paint defense. Not huge on it. All right, that'll do it for the player prop show for today. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for asking questions. Be sure to check out my March Madness content. Really, really excited for the whole week. It's gonna be fun. Just a couple last questions I don't want to miss as I'm leaving here. Oubre over 5.5 rebounds against the Rockets. Again, I'll make this the last question. Oubre 5.5 rebounds. I realized I missed this and it was wedged in between a few of the other questions, so I don't want to just leave it out. My bad on that before we head out here. Oubre, last few games, yeah, a little bit inconsistent. Rockets are a better rebounding team than you think. Actually, no, my bad. I'm screwing that up. I confused it with assists. They're actually a bad rebounding team. They rank 29th in it, especially without Wood. Wood, I believe, is coming back soon, but I don't think he's back tonight. Check Wood here. Okay, he is back tonight, but I'm sure he's going to be playing limited minutes against. All right, I'm okay with that. Over 5.5. All right. Anyway, the props tonight were Sabonis over 6.5 assists and Porter Jr. over 16.5 points. That'll do it for the NBA player prop show for tonight, for Wednesday. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Excited for the week. Be sure to check out my Patreon in the link in the description below. If you enjoy this podcast, be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @sports_Burd. And if you have any additional questions, be sure to just message me, be sure to tweet at me, and I will be sure to get back to you. Goodbye, everyone, and good luck with your NBA prop betting tonight.